As I promised, we're going to be doing a special sneak preview of a brand new tool by ADA, which we've not shown to anyone else outside of ADA. And this tool is really going to help us understand our customers as well as our competitors' customers better. So to take us through this session on ADA's Consumer Insights Explorer, I'd like to welcome my friend and colleague, Mikie Pawaris. Mikie, over to you.
Thanks for the intro, Steph. Hi, everybody. My name is Mikie. I am a regional data enabler here at ADA. So my main responsibility here is to look after the utilization of our exact data, which is our proprietary data management platform. We use that to derive tactical and strategic consumer insights, audience targeting, and personas building to help improve both marketing and advertising efficiencies across 9 markets. Now, at ADA, we really love to use data to come up or to guide us into our marketing strategy. And that's why we have developed a tool called Consumer Insight Explorer, or we call it in short CIE, to enable our internal talents to be able to adopt and foster data-driven approach for our clients. And I'll be doing a demo on this product for you all a bit later. Before that, I would like to quickly do an exercise with everybody to highlight the importance of why data over intuition. All right. So I would like you guys to just close your eyes for a few seconds. Think about millennials. Who are millennials in your opinion? All right, open your eyes. So I am like any other expert marketer. I use Google to research millennials. And these are people that Google showed me about millennials. I hope this relates to what you imagined a second ago about millennials in your opinion. They're carefree, they're constantly on their devices. So I can conclude that they're probably college students, mid, low, affluent, and definitely not parents because look at them, they probably need parenting themselves, right? But did you know that, in fact, millennials are people who were born between 1981 and 1996. So they're roughly about 24 and 39 years old now. I did it again, and this time I used our Consumer Insight Explorer, or CIE, to do a research. And what I found was that when I use data-driven approach to find about my audience group, they're totally different from my intuition. From what I found from using CIE, I found that millennials are majority working professionals now. They are majority financially stable, and most of them are already parents. So what happened there? What happened was we too often, use our intuition, preconceived notion, our own experience, our own stereotype to come up with marketing strategy, to come up with our audience targeting, right? To conform our ideas of who they are, instead of using data about their actual behavior online and offline, and use their actual data to tell us about who they are. And that is exactly what CIE does. So CIE gives you that direct access to consumer insights, their behavior, their preferences, their lifestyles, both online and offline. So you can leverage data over your intuition any time of the day. But to come up with the CIE, we need a lot of data. And fortunately, we have them. So we have over 375 million device IDs. We have been collecting consumers' digital behavior from over 400,000 apps. We've been collecting their offline behavior from over 1 million point of interest or locations. And then we also collect their content consumption pattern from over 800 million video views. From all this very rich and robust data signals, we use our advanced AI model and machine learning to profile them into different targeting and use cases, as you can see on the right-hand side, separate by different industries. So in a nutshell, you can visualize your consumer using Consumer Insight Explorer, as you can see on this slide. So if you look on the very left-hand side, that little girl doing little squat, and we know that she's at a gym because we know where they are, right, at 6 a.m. And then on the very right-hand side, where I highlight with a star, at 10:30 p.m., I know that that guy is playing a video game at home because one, he has a video game app open. Second is that we have what's called co-location model, which we can identify where they live and where they work. So we can identify where their home is. So just right before I go over the demo, I just want to talk about some of the very key features and use cases of CIE with you. The first feature is our POI, or point of interest, or location filter. So you can come in and you can select, let's say BMW, as in the example here. You can select BMW dealerships. And what you can see is you can see actual customer footfall into those locations and compare that to other branches. And then after you understand about the store or branch's performance, you can take a deeper dive into what type of customers that you can see in those store branches. Next, if we have been talking about offline data in past two slides, right? So if on the flip side, you want to target people, you want to understand the application users in some certain category. An example here would be people using action games. So you can select gaming category and then action gaming, and then you can visualize on CIE to understand what do they do online, what other application that they use online, and what their behavior offline. The last key feature would be we have life stages in CIE. So you can come in and then if you want to target or marketing to parents between parents with kids age newborn to 6 years old, you can select that category and visualize what they usually spend time on online, on application, and offline behavior. All right, now I'm just gonna show a quick demo of CIE. So first, I'm just going to select Kuala Lumpur as my city of selection. Now in time series, you can select date range, you can select the whole month, or you can just select by date. Select weekday, weekend, and then day of the week. So it's going to click done. You can come down, click demographic, click millennials. And then under POI, let's just say I want to target Starbucks walk-in. And what's cool about our POI selector or location selectors is that you can adjust radius of people that have been seen in those locations. So you can adjust from default, which is defined by us, or up to 10-kilometer radius. And another cool thing that we do is that you can also adjust the frequency of people that have been seen in those locations. So to exclude accidental bystander. Just gonna click done. Then I can come to the map, and then the first use case will be visualize the store performance, which one has the high traffic, low traffic, medium traffic, as you can see. The overlay heat map on the background is the user density in the background. Then you can see hourly time of the day performance when they have the peak hour of foot traffic. Then you can come down to visualize demographic, age and gender, and their life stage. So here we have professional and personal life stages. can see country benchmark as a baseline, or you can see industry benchmark as a baseline. You can also view affluent level, so you can identify your consumer affluent level, home location, office location. And the cool things here is that I can identify what other places of Starbucks walk in, what other places that they had been seen at. So I'm just gonna compare it with against industry benchmark to see positive correlation. So I see that they have consumer electronic and fast food as a very high correlation to Starbucks visitors. Now, as a Starbucks brand, what I would do from this insight is that I know that there are high correlation of their own consumer walked into Starbucks with fast food and consumer electronic, right? I would add more fast food category to the menu. And also for consumer electronic category, I would categorize them as those techie customers. So I would have a promotions or services to attract these techie audiences. So these are something that Starbucks had already done. So they're gearing more toward fast food, if you notice. And also some of the branches already offer wireless charging to mobile devices. So those are something that's really cool that you can do with CIE. All right, so that's it from me. If you have any more questions, I'm not sure if we have time for a Q&A, Steph.
I think we might actually. Do we have a question? Let me take one from the Q&A box. Are you integrated with Google already? IFAs are sometimes run into issues when they're uploaded to Google Ads.
Okay, so we do not have direct integration with ad platforms right now. So what you can do is that you can export the IFA and then upload it manually.
One more question. How are all your data collected, from what medium?
Is from our different partners from different sources. Unfortunately, we cannot disclose our sources, but it's all within our data governance and adhere to the highest compliance.
Thanks. And if they have more questions, actually a lot of this is on our website, right? So they can just head over to a-asia.com, or Mikie has left his email address here. And I just have one last question for you, Mikie. So you're a millennial. Are you the type who needs parenting, or can you parent?
I just need parenting. In this
Thanks a lot for that session, Mikie. And I thought it was really cool, how we're able to use data to then lead into insights and then actual solutions.
Absolutely.
Yeah, fantastic. Thanks for that session, Mikie.
Thank you, Stephanie.